Um, it's October 23rd. It's Friday. Not having a good day. It's not over. This morning I thought, okay, chapter 2, right? What? So last night I meditated going to bed. Just using my stones, right? Specifically here, because I wanted to know if it was if those feelings were really gone or if I had blocked them. And then I just start crying, and I just admitted, how much I miss this individual, and I literally just cried myself to sleep. That's all I remember. And then this morning, I woke up feeling tired. I think I listened to MJ again. And honestly, I don't remember if I did this morning. I just remember crying. I remember taking a shower. I remember thinking my ego was getting in the way, that I was being selfish. I was being selfish. I did listen to her message, because she talked about, again, just highlighting and describing what's going on, that this other individual thinks I might be manipulating, or not manipulating. Yeah, I guess it would be manipulating. I don't remember what the word is. I remember it starts with an M. But I just kept thinking that awareness of last night with the tarot, the magician, right? Being able to manifest what you desire. And I thought, well, it's not far-fetched, right? You manipulate to get what you want. Or I don't know if that was the word. But anyways, I just kept thinking, oh, that's true love is not that way. True love, right? It's not, you don't force it to happen. And then I just started remembering, like a lot of thoughts were coming in my head. This person's why. Because MJ mentioned that this other person was really stubborn, right? Really stubborn with, that they had gone through some changes. There was growth, but overall still closed heart chakra and just stubborn. And then I remembered this person's why. This person had asked me to wait for a specific reason, a very important reason, a reason out of love. I'm being selfish. I don't want to be selfish. That's not love. I don't want to force things to happen, because that is not love. And then I just started thinking about, Jesus, and like he never forced people to love each other. It was just a choice. It was a choice. And just thinking about another part of the presentation from yesterday was about motivation, that I learned, and it was about oh gosh, I didn't write that. I think I did write it down somewhere, but it was about like, you know, when people praise us, that's like motivation from the outside versus our own internal motivation, which is connected to our why, like why we do things, you know. And it just continues to reinforce the importance of really understanding unconditional love and compassion and empathy, and how our ego can get in the way of that. And I'm just again humbled and just grieving, and just needing understanding. I need to let go. And then I started thinking, well, what would happen if I don't let go? And it just, you know, when oh, that reminds me. You know, it reminded me of the this morning I was thinking about the lightning bolt. I think I had mentioned it about the tower moment, and the lightning hitting the tower, right? That's supposed to be like a moment in time that there's like a transformation, or not a change, something catalyst, just something big that would result in change or transformation. And I remember thinking, I don't want to be that lightning bolt, you know. I want it out of love, right? Help people transform out of love, not aggression. And then I remember thinking, what was the thought to that? It's a lightning, because that image popped in my head that morning. Just the lightning. I forgot where I was going with that, but I got distracted because I remembered something that I read from this book about I don't know how to describe it. So this process of time, right? Needing time. Time is an important factor in our development. I mean, just my body's been aching all day, like tingling. Got worse. It started last night after the swelling. Like it just came back, and it was bearable. And I was just a little uncomfortable going to sleep. And but I think the crying overpowered it. This morning I still woke up and it's just tingling all over. Like almost, it just feels like my whole body wants to cramp up. Like starting from back here all the way down to my feet. And like it was becoming difficult to type into text. And it just so uncomfortable. I just took pain meds because it just, I was getting scared, and I just reached out to my boss. I just told her, I'm like, I don't feel good. Something's off. This is a different pain, like just discomfort, and it was like a combination of burning sensation and tinglingness at the same time, and then like I just wanted to cramp up. And I'm sitting up, I think because the pain meds is probably kicking in, but I was laying down earlier, just kind of going with the motion. But the pain meds are kicking in, I think, and I felt the pain meds like fighting it almost. And part of me feels like I need to allow this to happen. I need to allow this to happen, but I think I just got scared. And I was in the middle of work. I'm trying to catch up with work. Yes, this has really been kind of consuming. And it just sucks that I feel alone. But I can do this. But anyway, so I was just thinking this morning about how we learn, right? And the development, and there's a way of life, right, occurring, a natural order, natural development of transformation, of change. You know, like baby learns to roll over on their back, and then they start crawling, and then they walk, right? There's this natural progression of how things are supposed to evolve and change. And the importance of patience and the importance of understanding the process and just not forcing, right? Not forcing it to go faster, just learning to embrace the process. Right, again, this whole concept of this, not reaching the end destination, just learning through the process, right? You have a baby who's rolling over, who's learning the steadiness of their own muscles, the awareness of the fact that, they have a little more control, and they can reach things and things that they desire. And then when they, try walking, they're gonna fall and get back up and try again. I mean, there's learning in that process. There's the beginning stages of determination, right? Like, you want something and you're gonna figure out how to go get it, but at what cost? Now I'm thinking, right, at what cost am I gonna, I'm so used to seeing what I want and going for it, but at what cost? Right? There's more of an ego. As adults, we have our ego, we have our vices. The ego holds us back. All those desires. So I was just reflecting on that this morning, and just knowing that I still have a lot of work to do on myself, things I need to let go, right? It's just acknowledging it and owning it. I cried a lot this morning. Listened to some worship music, which was extremely helpful. Just to remember, just because I have that ability, I guess. It's not to get what I want. It's not to get what I want. This is where that happiness comes in, like the sense of responsibility. And there's just fear. There's still fear of kind of doing this on my own. And I know I'm not alone, but it just, the ego still makes me fear that way. Because I think don't know, I'm very, till that song came on. It's a beautiful song. I really love this song. Just, it reminds me, you know, that we're not in control, that there's a higher order of things. And we have to let that process unfold. Thy Will, by Hilary Scott and the Scott family. I just started bawling. It's just so true, right? Like, it hurts to have to accept that. But it's, again, it's not about me. It's not about me in the end. No, nor is it about me through the process. Every person's journey is going to be unique, and I can't force that for everybody. I shouldn't force it. I have to let it just go, you know, let the flow flow. Let the flow flow. And all I can do is just keep working on my own healing for you. So anyways, it just dawned on me as I was sharing this, that in this book, there's a part on page 58 where she talks about how she came across a book called The True Refuge by Tarchin, her a teacher in New Zealand. And no, I get, that's not it. It's she found it helpful to use a model describing the process of growth. This was invented by the Soviet psychologist Lev Vygotsky in the 1930s and developed more recently by an organization called PassageWorks, which is an educational group in Boulder, Colorado. And that's where she first heard the phrase, welcome the unwelcome. And so this model can be illustrated with a diagram showing 3 concentric circles. So these are the circles that she's referring to. And the innermost circle is the comfort zone. And then around that is the learning or challenge zone. And then the outermost circle is called the excessive risk zone. And the comfort zone is obviously what we're more attracted to. That's where we hang out, you know. And then the learning zone is when we start to stretch beyond our comfort zone. So, you know, all those challenges where we get tested, or where we're forced to kind of grow a little bit, but it's like an appropriate amount of growth. And there's discomfort, but then at the same time, it's like you're able to push through the discomfort. And then the outermost circle is the model called the excessive risk zone. So she says this area is usually too challenging to nurture growth. It's like being in the deep end of the swimming pool when you don't even know how to swim. You're just not ready to go there. If you force yourself to be in this outer zone, you'll be too traumatized to learn anything. Some people who push too hard in their Dharma practice run away screaming and never meditate again. So this kind of backlash can occur if you try to leap from your comfort to the outermost zone. But if you spend as much time as you can hanging out in your learning zone, eventually you'll be ready for some of these greater challenges. Everyone's 3 zones are very personal to them. One person's excessive risk zone can be another person's learning zone. The interesting thing is that the more willing you are to step out of your comfort zone, the more comfortable you feel in life. Honor and respect. I have to honor and respect the process. So that was totally, I didn't even click that. It just clicked. But this morning, after I did my meditation, again, it was just crying and speaking my intentions from my heart is what I started doing. I know I wrote them down, but I start off with my heart. And then I open my book and read what I wrote down. But just really asking, you know, to let go of whatever holds me from truly giving unconditional love and compassion to those around me. To just continue to focus on my healing. I just ask for understanding and patience, and to honor those years, those 2 years that I was asked to wait. And then when I opened my little brown book, I was reminded, forgotten, gosh, it just, my memory just, it's crazy lately. It just, everything just seems so far away. This was just yesterday, and I can't believe I completely forgot about it. What I had wrote, right? I will surrender as many times as I need to let my heart and love flow and heal for you. I am choosing to love you from a distance. I am choosing to give the selfless, expect nothing in return kind of love, because you are worthy of it always. I will surrender the control. I am free and you are free. And it just, again, just a reminder, I guess. And those were my choices, right? Those were my choices. And then I did this morning, and I don't know again if it was just because of the slight discomfort that I was feeling. I did see at some point like this, like light was radiating around me. And again, I was in the middle of my meditation, and I felt so peaceful, and there was like just slow movement, and I just remember thinking, I just want to stay here. I just want to stay here. Like, I don't want to go back to the reality. I just want to stay here. And then, of course, like, your mind just kind of wanders, and then I came across what seemed like memories, but they weren't familiar. Like, they just weren't familiar. I was trying to like pinpoint where I had seen that. But anyways, I guess I must be tired because I was nodding off during meditation, and then I finally transitioned out, and I did the shuffle and asked the same questions. I got 2 jumpers again, and these were the 2 that came out. Kind of like this, like this one was on top of this one, but if you look, it says success. One is the 6 of Pentacles, and then this one is the Princess of Pentacles. And I was just looking at them side by side, and it just seemed like they were like the opposite mirrors of each other. They're facing the opposite direction. They're wearing the same kind of outfit. There's the coloring. It's just this girl looks younger, and this one looks more mature. And she looks like, these are actually, they're coins. I don't know if you can see it, but they're coins, and there's 6 coins. And it seems like she's, like if the coins are coming from the sky almost. And it just seemed like, was it a gift from the universe type of thing? And then the backdrop, if you notice here, it's flat, versus here, this one's a little, there's more movement. And it just seems like how she's trying to catch them as a way to like not let them fall, right? And then I saw the Princess of Pentacles. She's looking the opposite direction, right? Which, I mean, I remember with my kids when we do sand tray intervention to tap into your subconscious. You know, we use it for the kiddos that are maybe more nonverbal, or if they had trauma that occurred when they were younger or they can't access the memories. Sand tray helps to kind of tap into that subconsciously with how they set up their play in the sand. But the movement of the direction of what they put in there, right is looking forward, left is looking to the past. And so she's looking forward. And I noticed her hair is very flowy, her dress is very flowy. She just seems more mature. She's obviously pregnant. So, you know, like a sense of abundance in different ways, I guess, and rather than financially. She's holding onto a shield. Her arms are at her side compared to the other girl who was seeming like to catch, you know, out, extended out in front of her. And then instead of coins, these are flowers that I don't feel like, I don't get the sense that they're falling from the sky compared to the coins. It just seems like they're just flowing, like all around almost. Whereas this one, I get the feeling like they're just kind of, you know, like just dropping from the sky. And this one is more of just, it's like flowy, like her hair, like it's just flying or swaying with the wind. There's 10 flowers and she's not reaching for any of them. And she's just standing with so much assurance, you know, in herself. Like she just knows that there's not going to be a lack, you know. They both have this earth sign at the top. And I just keep thinking, well, does it mean like it's two different paths? Does it mean one is the past, one is the future? Is it a choice that I have to make? I guess my body was burning because I wrote down my body aches and it's going from tingly to a burning sensation. It's subsiding right now and I think it's the medication. But my gut is telling me that I need to allow it to happen. So the little booklet that it comes with, the Six of Pentacles, it says, Moon and Taurus, reward or aid from someone in a powerful position to find success at work. Coins represent a benefactor or prosperity, satisfactory productivity and performance, synthesis and development. I'm struggling at work right now just to feel organized with my new role, and I'm giving myself grace to try to regain a sense of control or a sense of balance, or just figure that process out with my program manager, and just to try to make it work. And then this one says, Earth of Earth, study and education. The pregnant woman embodies fertility and growth, birth of new creative forms. The symbols on the mandala shield, I don't know if you can see the mandala shields, illustrate balance. Balance. The flowers provide a connection with Mother Earth and the seasons. So I'm trying to think. My question, right, when I posed it was, what challenge should I be aware of today? What challenge do I need to learn from? And what challenge needs my love and compassion? And then, I mean, talk about divine timing. Oh, great. How is my battery gonna die? I don't know what that means. But anyways, I had a clinician show me a video today about living and working and how to do a work-life balance, that the people who are happy live longer. The people who don't have a good work-life balance or are not happy or are in a place where they're not happy, whether it's work or anywhere else, tend to die earlier. And it was a really powerful video, and I thanked her because I was just like, oh my goodness, I've never seen it. It was divine timing. It's gonna cut off. And then I wrote down out of that inspiration that work-life balance can't be done alone. We need community. Because I was just reflecting on the conversation